Take one. As someone who does not like change and has recently been through a ton of change, I wanted to share what I've learned and how I've come to accept that embracing change is really the way to go about it versus doing everything you can to fight against it. So quick background on me, I recently went through a ton of change when I moved from San Francisco to New York City last year, and moving to a city is just a lot. You have to make new friends, you have to find a new apartment, a new place to live, you have to familiarize yourself with a completely new city, new surroundings, new neighborhoods, new everything, new lifestyle, going from California where there's no seasons to New York where there's 4 seasons and really intense winters. There's just a lot that has changed in my life, and so I really wanted to share what I've learned through this experience and how I've learned to embrace change. At our core, as humans, we all want to feel safe and secure. And in order to feel safe, we believe that we just must not change a single thing, which is why we resist change. We fight against it, we do everything we can to make sure we have control and that everything stays familiar, and in our minds, familiar equals safe. But my question to you is, have you ever tried swimming or paddling upstream? I have, and it sucks. And so my biggest learning really is that I feel like when I was going through a ton of change in the past year, in the beginning I was pushing against it, I was fighting against it, I was swimming upstream and doing everything I could to resist it. And the biggest thing I learned is that it wasn't sustainable. So I learned, instead of fighting it, instead of going against the current, I did the wise, smarter adult thing, which is to pick up my boat, or if you're thinking of the swimming analogy, just turn around. So pick up my boat and go with the current, go with the flow of life. There are times when life is going to be hard and things are going to change. It's out of your control. But what is within our control is how we approach change and what we do about it. One of the biggest steps to embracing change is actually to accept that change. Accept the circumstances, accept that things are changing, and stop fighting against it. I know that ultimately all we want to do is feel safe and secure and feel like we have some semblance of control over our lives. But if we're resisting change just because we're afraid of it or because fear is really driving it, that isn't a sustainable way to live. And there's so much excitement and growth and opportunities to be had from change. So I really, really recommend, if you can, just for a period of time after watching this video, start trying to embrace change. Start seeing what happens if you pick up your boat, turn, follow the stream, and see what happens. Bye.